What is up, YouTube? It is your boy NMR Sports here, coming back at you with another MLB video, and today we're going to be talking about how the Giants have quietly been possibly the best team in all of baseball, and nobody's talking about it. Everybody underrated them coming into the season. I was the only person to not underrate them. I swear, a lot of people didn't even have them making the playoffs. A lot of people had them finishing under their projected win total, which was like 89 wins. It's just mind-blowing that people continue to disrespect this team, and we're going to go over the stats on why you should be high on the San Francisco Giants just like I am. Before we get into the video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below and leave a like on this video. Let me know down in the comment section below where you think the Giants should rank in the power rankings. I believe I have them at 4. Honestly, I think they could be even higher. I think they could be at 2 or 3 at this point. We're going to go over the stats on why that is. So let's get right into it. Start talking about the San Francisco Giants. So the Giants, it's not really up for debate. I mean, there's a debate right now. Who has the best pitching staff? Is it the Giants or the Mets? The Dodgers are a close third, but the Mets and the Giants are clearly the 2 best pitching staffs in all of baseball right now. I'm going to go with the Giants. I think the Giants have been a little bit better all around. I do agree that the Mets have gotten a little bit luckier, and we'll talk about why that is in just a second. So yeah, they have the lowest ERA in baseball. They have the lowest FIP in baseball. They have the highest WAR. They're tied with the Mets and the Dodgers, like I said. The strikeouts per 9 are there. Their home runs per 9 are down. I believe they have the lowest in the league. Sorry, they have the second lowest home runs per 9 in all of baseball. And you might be thinking to yourself, sometimes pitching staffs can get lucky. And I 100% agree with that. As you can see here, the Dodgers are allowing a 244 BABIP. So that means when any ball is put in play, the odds of it falling are less than 3 times out of 10. And this is on just balls in play. This does not factor in strikeouts. This does not factor in walks. These are every time the ball is put in play. The Dodgers have been getting really lucky. The Mariners have been the luckiest team in all of baseball. And then where are the Giants on this list? They're all the way down at 18th. So it's not like they're getting extremely lucky. And it's even worse when you look at the starters, actually. The Mets have the lowest ERA, but their BABIP for starters is ridiculous. It's 2.14. The Giants are second in ERA for starters, 2.22. And their BABIP is almost over 100 points higher than the Mets. So not only are they pitching as well as the Mets, they're getting way less lucky than the Mets are. So that's why I personally think that they have the best starting rotation in all of baseball. I will agree, however, their bullpen's been a little shaky, which is the same story with the Mets. So I don't really know. I don't think any team has a more complete pitching staff right now than the San Francisco Giants. Now let's talk a little bit about their offense, because you obviously got to score runs to win ball games. I'm not going to sit here and tell you the Giants are the best offense in all of baseball, but they didn't win over 100 games last season by scoring 20 runs per game. They did it with clutch hits when they needed them by veteran players. And right now they have a 106 WRC plus as a team, which is good for 10th in the league. Sorry, it's tied for 10th in the league with the Tampa Bay Rays. So overall, I think they're doing just enough with the bats to get it done, and their pitching is absolutely lights out. You have guys like Carlos Radon, Alex Cobb is pitching well, Alex Wood is pitching very well, Anthony Desclefani, Logan Webb, their pitching is so stacked. I legitimately don't think, until the Mets get DeGrom back, I don't think there's a better rotation in all of baseball. And their bullpen, they have guys I really like Camilo Doval, Taylor Rogers. It's either Taylor or Tyler. I can't remember which Rogers on which team. But anyways, this team is really, really good. Let's go over some of the key players and how they rank amongst the league to start the season. All right, here we have what has been realistically their ace, Carlos Radon. These are his rankings amongst the league. As you can see, red is a very, very good sign, and pretty much his entire Baseball Savant page is in red. So this shows that the underlying metrics say he should be good, and he's getting the production that he should. Right now, he has a 1.5 ERA in 12 innings pitched and 21 strikeouts. One of the best strikeout pitchers in the league, one of the best at limiting hard contact. He's not walking a lot of guys. He's striking people out. I honestly think he's probably the Cy Young favorite in the National League right now. Obviously, things could change. If DeGrom comes back healthy, there's a lot of other pitchers who are pitching very well in the National League right now. But overall, Carlos Radon has looked ridiculous. Next up, we got Alex Cobb. Hello? Look at this man right here. Dude is ridiculous. He's not allowing any base runners. He's not allowing any runs. Dude has just been phenomenal for them so far. He was supposed to pitch yesterday, but unfortunately their game got rained out. Obviously, they're squaring off against the Mets. So after this video could age terribly, I'll be honest, if the Mets go on to sweep them or something. But I really don't think that's going to happen. I think the Giants have a much better pitching staff in the long run. I think the Mets have just gotten a little bit luckier with their BABIP outcomes. Next up, we got Logan Webb, who's been doing very well in things like chase rate, walk percentage. He hasn't been walking a lot of guys, and he's been limiting hard hit balls. But, you know, I do think there's room for improvement here. Like I said, take it with a grain of salt. He's only had 2 starts so far this year. He's got a whip under 1, 10 strikeouts in 14 innings pitched, and an ERA under 2. But I do think his underlying metrics will improve throughout the season. Logan Webb's just a great pitcher. Next up, we got Alex Wood. And obviously, as you can see here, it's not super impressive, his Baseball Savant page. But at the end of the day, he's a bottom of the rotation guy. He is 31 years old. He does not throw very hard. So he's never going to put up, you know, insane StatCast numbers or anything because of how soft he throws and whatnot. But right now, 1.93 ERA in 9 1/3 innings pitched, 11 strikeouts. Dude has been absolutely exactly what they need at the bottom of that rotation. And then Anthony Desclefani rounding out the bottom here. Another guy who doesn't walk a lot of batters. ERA is a little bit high there at 4.32, but 8 1/3 innings pitched, 9 strikeouts. Still been a pretty solid guy towards the bottom of that rotation. He just had a rough first outing. Now let's take a look at the big 3 at the back of their bullpen. Left-handed pitcher Jose Alvarez has been very, very good to start the year. Very solid. He does have a 3.86 ERA and a 1.29 whip. He's only thrown 2 1/3 innings, so that's only 1 run allowed. Not terrible, but the underlying metrics have been very good to him as well. He's limiting hard contact. Hasn't been striking people out a lot, but he's also not walking a lot of people, which is really what you want from a reliever. Good start to the year for Jose Alvarez. A good lefty at the end of that bullpen. Camilo Doval has gotten very, very unlucky. He's been about league average so far to start the season, but he's got a nasty, like, 102 mile per hour fastball or something to pair with a nice cutter and a nasty slider. So I think he's going to be all right. He just had a little bit of a slow start to the season. And then, of course, their closer, Tyler Rogers, not Taylor Rogers. I just looked it up. Tyler Rogers, dude's been absolutely phenomenal. Lights out. Just look at those numbers, man. Dude has been insane. 4 2/3 innings pitched, 3 strikeouts, 1.93 ERA. Just got the funkiest delivery in all of baseball, and hitters just have a really tough time with it. Got a 97th percentile chase rate, akin to Aaron Loop. He's got a very nice walk rate, so even with that funky arm motion, he's able to control his stuff, which is really nice. The strikeout stuff isn't really there, but he's really good at limiting hard contact. Now, speaking of hard contact, let's go ahead and look at their lineup and see how that lineup has been performing as well. As you can see, their catcher, their Buster Posey's replacement, Joey Bart, has had a pretty good start to the season. He does have 2 home runs already this season and has been tearing the cover off the ball, I should say. Hasn't really been as lucky with the BABIP putting the ball in play and whatnot, and a very high strikeout percentage, but that's going to be the same with any rookie. I think as long as he keeps hitting the ball hard when he does make contact, this will be a very good sign for them this year. They really need a lot of help on the right-handed side of the plate, but their lefties have been phenomenal. Brandon Belt has the 94th percentile barrel percentage. Doesn't necessarily hit the ball too hard. Yeah, Brandon Crawford's still a very solid baseball player. Obviously, he's known for his defense, but he can hit the ball a little bit as well. One guy who has been tearing the cover off the ball lately, though, that is Jock Peterson. Look at this man's 99th percentile average exit velo, 95th in max exit velo, 99th hard hit percentage, 99 expected slugging, expected batting average, expected weighted on base average. He's barreling the ball up. He is striking out a little bit, and he's not walking a whole lot. He is a very aggressive hitter, but we already knew that. Dude has just been really, really good, and his width rate in the 79th percentile, sorry, meaning he is making contact more often than not when he does swing. So I think that is a very, very good addition for them so far. He's putting up an OPS over 1,000 with a 364 batting average for you dinosaurs out there who still like batting average. Just a really, really good addition. I know I was kind of curious why they added a left-handed bat in the outfield as opposed to a right-handed one, which is what they definitely need help with. But Jock Peterson has fit the bill so far, and we know how clutch he is in the postseason, so he's definitely going to be a good guy come that time of year. And then, of course, Brandon Belt, you can't forget him. He's been pretty solid to start the year as well, batting .345 with an OPS over 1,000 as well. Those lefties, they're an absolute nightmare for any right-handed pitcher, and that is what the Mets have a lot of, so I think going into this series, they're going to assert themselves as possibly the best team in the National League. I know the Dodgers are great on paper, but I really, really, really like this Giants team. I was about to finish recording this, and I had already finished recording this, and I totally forgot to mention, the Giants have the best manager in all of baseball. Like, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. This is the best manager in all of baseball. The only one who I think manages the game well. Like, even the best managers in baseball, like Joe Maddon was supposed to be one of the better managers in baseball. He kind of sucks, man. I'm not gonna lie. He does a lot of questionable things. Dave Roberts is always in the conversation. He sucks. Like, he does a lot of stupid things, let's be honest. This is the only man where I could say almost 100% of the time I stand beside every single decision this guy makes. He is the best manager in all of baseball, and that's going to help the Giants become the best team in baseball, in my opinion, and another very underrated part of this San Francisco Giants squad. Another reason why they are, in my eyes, probably the team to beat in the National League. So let me know down in the comment section below what you think of this Giants team. Do you think they could possibly win the division in back-to-back years? Could they challenge the Dodgers again? Are they a playoff team? Do they have the best pitching staff in baseball like I think they do? Let me know down in the comments. I appreciate each and every one of you for watching, and y'all have a great rest of your day. I'll see y'all in the next one.